thank you, sir, says, are there different sources of evil or one source? Shaykh.
It's interesting.
Sure, I'm sure there would be many sources of evil. Not
so
just
they
one.
don't all spring from in the Sufi tradition, shaitan. There are just it's just is evil then just a unavoidable byproduct of manifestation and free will?
Evil springs from a source of negativity. So the shaitan is a wild card. If this life is like a video game, right? We don't really change the box. The box is an engine, and there's usually 2 doors and 3 things that you have to accomplish within this box. So as if God had programmed this life as a video game. The shaitan comes in like a wild card, always to make an agitation. So there's a wisdom on why he agitates. If you're somebody who believes in the divine, then you say, okay, my life is going to be based on testing, so I have to keep good character. Not just to say I have good character, but I'm going to be tested towards good character. So then that becomes then a testing. So in a lab, the fire brings out all of the reactions, right? In a chemistry lab, if you want to have a catalyst for something to happen, you introduce fire. The fire comes and boils everything. So shaitan is like a boiler. That negativity boils everything and makes everything, just to start to happen. People have characteristics they didn't know existed, and it starts to come out. So spiritual path is then to identify those characteristics. Why are you getting angry? Why are you reacting like this? Write these characteristics down, and then these become the bad things that I have to start to conquer. But as far as people being evil and wicked, I think they took some of the courses from shaitan and evilness, and they kind of went all over the place with it. So everybody has the capability of being negative, and their negativity is a mixture of shaitan and their own production.
This is very much in accord with a Christian concept of Satan. As I understand it, the word means obstacle or barrier, and so it's like in fact in one of the books, I believe it's Job, Satan was an angel, and it makes a bet with God that Job can be corrupted, and so it's like it's part of the plan as opposed to something against the plan. And it seems like that is what you're saying as well, Shaykh.
Yeah, to an understanding that again the shaitan is a jinn, and his reality is Azazil, that was a jinn, and that he took to worshipping God, and our understandings and teachings, he didn't leave even one hand space where he didn't prostrate, and as a result of all his worshipness he was raised and raised and raised and raised until he was raised to the height of being able to teach the angels. But he was never an angel, he was a jinn, and is a jinn till today. And as a result he was teaching the angels, and maybe a hidden arrogance and pride within his characteristic, and he thought he would be the deputy of God because he had rise to such amazing heights, he had prayed everywhere, prostrated everywhere. But God had a different plan intended, and when He revealed that, no, my deputy is going to be Adam, and that I've taught him all the names, and He assembled all the jinn and all the angels, and He said, look at the knowledge that Adam has. When he began to teach these knowledges, God asked everybody to bow down, to show your respect for the knowledge that I have bestowed upon this creation of Adam alayhi salam, and all bowed down except Azazil. And when he did not bow down, God looked and said, bow down. He said, no, I'm not going to bow down. Then He says, you're cast out from this presence. And He wanted to show the angels that all his knowledge and all his worship, it didn't benefit him if when I told him to bow down he said no. Otherwise all the other times he was bowing down was for his own ego. But when I told him to bow down he said, no, you're out.